questions for Big 12 Player of the Year, Jaden Bradley.
When did you find out?
Found out earlier today. TJ, kind of my workout guy, one of the coaches had told me. Definitely surprised for sure.
Yeah. Why were you surprised?
It's just a lot of great players in this league, in the Big 12. But I definitely put in a lot of work, a lot of hours, and just, glad I can get this award for sure.
At the beginning of the year, Tommy had mentioned displeasure with not seeing you on preseason watch lists.
Yep.
Now you're a finalist for that one and this. Do you use any of that as motivation? Like, I'm better than what the people who are making these decisions think?
For sure. I try not to look at that stuff kind of early on in the season, but, it's just the way that the world works. People show you, people reach out, but like you said, I definitely use it as fuel coming into the season, just to show people that I'm deserving of those awards, deserving to be in those races, and but at the end of the day, I care about winning, so all that other stuff really doesn't matter.
Tommy was very humble about winning Coach of the Year, was giving credit to everybody else. What do you think makes him a good coach?
Man, Coach Lloyd, he's amazing. Not only on the court, but off the court. Just the things he's been able to do with this team. We got a majority of freshmen, some transfers, and a couple returners. But the stuff he's just able to do on the fly. He's a great coach, great system, just an amazing person. I'm happy he got that award.
You'd also mentioned that you were under the weather at some point during the season. How did you fight through that?
Just know it's bigger than yourself. Part of something that's big, and we got a lot of stuff we're trying to accomplish. And just one game, you could push through that a game or two, knowing that your teammates are going to pick up the slack. We got great players, and so you just pushing through.
Did you have an IV or anything like Braden did?
I tried it. I definitely tried it. Yeah.
Do you care how many points you score in a given game?
No, like I said earlier, as long as we come out on top of the win, that's really all that matters to me.
You mentioned how you guys all bought into Tommy's philosophy this year. What does it mean to have a guy like Toby Walk get the sixth man?
Man, Toby is a great guy. If you get to know him off the court, very humble. But I'm glad Toby got that award. Just the stuff he's been able to do. I'm pretty sure he can go anywhere in the country and start and be a top big, but just to have him on our team, you don't have to deal with him running into him and all that other stuff. But kudos to Tobe.
Mo made the all-defensive team, did not get Defensive Player of the Year. If you were to present the case for him to be Defensive Player of the Year, what would you say?
Mo. You've seen what he's doing every night. He's picking up our slackest guards. We get beat. Mo's always there. It's clips where I've seen Mo start on the baseline, run back on defense, and chase down block, and then go back down and get a bucket. But Mo's been doing it all year, coming off injury, and doing the stuff that he's doing. I feel like he definitely should have got that award.
Has he blocked you in practice?
No, I stopped going in there. So.
How much motivation is there for this week with the conference tournament? Pretty much feels like you guys are number one. You've won the regular season title. Is there still a desire that this is something you guys want to do and put in the full effort?
For sure. Anytime we're putting in a tournament or anything, we want to go in there with 110% and try to go win it. And with this Big 12, just looking at the the seedings and everything, there's some great teams that are higher seeds, and so I just look at it as every game's as important as every one. So we just got to go in there, take it game by game, and try to go on top of the trophy.
Freshmen are a little unique in that they've already played in state championships and Team USA and stuff like that. But do you tell them anything about this time of year and how they maybe the tone starts to change?
Yeah, just putting a little bit nugget in their ear and stuff like that. Try not to make too much big of a deal of it. You don't want them overthinking doing that stuff, so just treat it like a normal game. We've been playing high level basketball since the beginning of the year. We played Florida our first game, UConn, all these big games. So just treating it like another game, but it means a little bit more. So
You talked about winning being the most important thing for you. How do you like define that? What does that, what does it mean to be a winning player?
Just for your character and stuff like that. So everybody has dreams of going to the next level. They definitely want winners. So and the longer that you play, the more opportunity that you get. Not only in March but just throughout your career. And it's just a good look. And nobody likes to lose. Nobody likes that feeling. So just going out there, winning everything you do, whether it's on the court or off the court. So.
Do you feel any pressure? I know you're the leader of the team. You always stay very calm and poised, but you've gotten an MVP chance on senior night and now Big 12 Player of the Year. Does that affect your mentality at all?
Not at all. I'm very grateful for Tucson and the MVP chance and the Player of the Year. I really couldn't do it without my teammates. I think if we don't win the Big 12 regular season championship, I don't get that award. So shout out to all the guys that stepped up throughout the season. And no pressure, just go in there and take care of business.
Do you think it's like Final Four or bust for this team?
Not necessarily. We definitely have that, in the back of our minds. We want to get there. But I think game by game, personally, I've never been past the Sweet 16, in my college career. So, I'm going to do that game by game, and trying to do that, and then Elite Eight, and then, as it starts creeping up, now you're in the Final Four, and so just game by game.
All set?
Thank
All
you.
right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.